pa 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 ella, ella, pa 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 ella, pa pa pa
Hi there, and welcome to Locally 101. I'm your host, Rena Wilson, and here on Locally 101, we're going to show you the best of California. Whether you're searching for unique destinations, authentic experiences, or high-quality services, you're sure to find your inspiration right here. In today's show, we'll discover an Orange County group focused on our mental health. We'll get a behind-the-scenes look at a celebration honoring San Diego County teachers. We'll meet a team working to give veterans their health back, and we'll get to know a local business that can help your garden thrive. But first, we're heading into fall, which is a perfect time to try something new or start ticking off this year's bucket list items. The Torrey Pines Gliderport runs the largest tandem paragliding operation in the world. And if paragliding isn't on your bucket list, here's why it should be.
So I've never been gliding. I'm really excited. I've been parasailing, skydiving. I really love the thrill of it all and that freedom. So I am really excited, more so than nervous.
The Gliderport has been in operation since the 1920s. The way that people started flying out here wasn't a gliding plane. The sport became slowly more and more popular here until the beginning of World War II. So we have the lovely Cliffhanger Cafe, and it's one of the best places to enjoy a nice sandwich, soup, or salad in San Diego, and of course the best view in town. There is no appointments. It's actually a first come, first served basis. You are going to enroll for a tandem flight in the office, do about 10 minutes of paperwork or so, head out to the field, meet your instructor. The instructor is going to go through a briefing with you, let you know what to expect. What we're trying to accomplish with hang gliders and paragliders is flying like the birds do.
Total Raptor Experience is a avian education and conservation education business. We bring people out here at this amazing soaring site where both people and birds can use the rising air currents to do what they want to do in the sky.
Every time I take somebody for a tandem flight, I always get to relive that experience of, their first time being off the ground in a paraglider.
I've been wanting to paraglide for the longest time, and today's the day I did it.
Everybody reacts a little bit differently to it, but for the most part, it's excitement, fear, elation, and a realization that it's really just not that terrifying to be up there.
It was incredible. I got to be honest with you, at the beginning, I was a wee bit nervous. Being a guy and all, I wasn't going to show it. But my instructor helped me out so much, kept me calm, told me how things were going to happen. It was a win-win. We took off. It was like being a bird.
I have paraglided all around the world, and this is the singularly best place to bring other people into this sport, show them what it's all about, and give them the experience of free flight in an absolutely beautiful environment with perfect wind conditions. It is truly one of a kind.
I was completely blown away by all the sights and all the sensations of the smooth sailing. I didn't realize that we were going to get so close to the cliffs. That was something completely unexpected. I mean, if I put two of my legs together, I could probably reach the cliff. It was really cool, and I mean, even going over the side of it, that was the view that I did not expect whatsoever. You let go, you sit there, you relax, it's calm. It was very cool, very, very cool.
I would love to do it again. It was so exciting.
The youngest person I've taken was my daughter at 2 years old, and the oldest that I've taken was 94 years old. So any age, any ability can come and enjoy free flight with us.
Wow, I gotta try this soaring with the birds. Now, if you or someone you love has ever struggled with mental health issues, you know how stressful it can be. The Orange County chapter of NAMI, or National Alliance on Mental Illness, provides a wide array of services focused on hope, recovery, and wellness, which makes them real-life hometown heroes.
Our kickoff of NAMI Walks, right? Official kickoff. Woo!
NAMI's been around for about 60 years, and they work with people with mental illness and with families of people with mental illness.
I have a 58-year-old son who became sick between 8th grade and freshman year, and we don't know where it came from. Well, families, they learn that it's not their fault, number one. And I think every family member questions that when they have a mentally ill child.
We are a grassroots organization that was created with the idea of, well, how can we make sure that people get what they need? Every time you guys donate and we're able to fund a program. And so because of you, NAMI Orange County impacted the lives of over 100,000 individuals in Orange County, right? Because of you, our helpline addressed the needs of over 180,000 callers.
So I myself had experiences with anxiety when I was in high school, and I just really wanted a support system and a network that would help me feel better. So I went online and I typed in mental health support in my area, and NAMI Orange County was the first website that I saw. And since then, I haven't looked back.
Mental illness is not scary. These are people just like you and me. They just have another challenge that they have to learn to live with. And there are ways that they can do that with the support of NAMI and other organizations like NAMI.
My late son was dealing with his own mental health. Helping him find resources helped me learn how to take care of myself better.
This is the kickoff for our walk event. And the walk event is the single biggest fundraiser that NAMI Orange County has, and we've been doing it about 20 years.
It's a 5K walk. Currently it's held at Angel Stadium. There's a huge resource fair telling about the Wellness Center.
The walk is awesome. I encourage everybody, go online, visit our website, you can form a team, and you can also donate. And all of those donations, every single dollar that we earn from that walk is going to go to our teen and young adult group at NAMI, which is how we can save lives for young people in our community. The beautiful thing about NAMI is that we have so many different support groups, educational services, and programs that are free of charge. We have a NAMI OC warm line, which is a 24/7 warm line that callers who are struggling with anything can call and just receive emotional support.
Everybody has somebody they know that has some mental health problems. So come and learn a little bit more and donate if you can.
There's lots of care, support, and community.
Thankfully, we now live in a world where that stigma is beginning to go away. And so no matter if you come from a family that talks about mental health, or maybe you don't feel supported at home or at school, it's so important just to feel heard and listened to, and that could be the thing that saves a life. So the need for that is always going to be there. So our NAMI walk is going to be on November 16th. Please, please donate. We are trying to raise $300,000 this year. That is how we save lives, $1 at a time. Anything counts, and we appreciate it so much.
It's so important to have access to these kinds of programs. All of the services that NAMI provides are free of charge, which makes sponsorships and donations a vital piece of keeping these valuable resources alive. I hope you'll join me on November 16th for NAMI OC's annual fundraising walk. Stay right there. After the break, we'll show you how veterans are regaining their health and finding a new lease on life. Welcome back to Locally 101. Nothing makes us realize the value of our health like feeling it start to slip away. And when that happens, we need the very best resources and guidance to help get us back on track. La Mesa Rehab is focused on helping their clients regain their health, and they're especially proud to help our veterans. Take a look.
I spent 7 years in active duty and 14 years in the reserve. When I first got on the submarine, every time we came into port, we had to get out the chipping hammers and go inside the superstructure, chip off all the rust, and then get in there and spray paint it. And of course, that spray painting inside of a confined space was very restrictive, and I'd get paint all over hands, face, you name it, not think anything about it. But we had, the daily thing was a lot of diesel fumes because I was on the old diesel boat. Of course, I was a smoker, so that, everybody was back then. So I ended up smoking for 37 years, quit through hypnotherapy, and I haven't smoked for 33 years. But I think that that's contributed to some of the conditions I have. Everything I've done in life contributes to that. The time on the submarines, the fact that I smoked so much, I abused my lungs, and what can I say? It's catching up to me today. After the third session in emergency, they told me I needed to see a pulmonologist.
So Michael was referred to us with a diagnosis of COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. He had been hospitalized 3 times, and by the time he arrived to our program, he was very weak and had little endurance for the most basic of activities, walking his dog, climbing stairs, things that he had normally been able to do. The veteran population is at very high risk for pulmonary disease, significantly higher than the general population. This is due to things like chemical exposure, environmental hazards, and certainly the proliferation of cigarette smoking in the military.
I had to stop walking the dog. He used to love to go about 3 miles, and I couldn't do that anymore. So yes, there was a definite issue with stamina and maintaining that breathing ability. The fact that I've been active all my life and been able to do so many things, not being able to do those makes life discouraging. Invigoration of getting out and doing things is not there anymore.
During Michael's treatment, we worked to improve his breathing with special breathing techniques, different types of breathing modalities, as well as physical endurance and training.
The Mesa Rehab faculty is phenomenal. They're very caring individuals. They really know their stuff. It's completely changed my life. If I would have continued walking down the road that I was walking down, I don't know if I'd be here today.
We focus on the veteran population because they are the most underserved in our community. Less than 5% of veterans ever get referred to a pulmonary rehabilitation program. They deserve our respect. Freedom is not free, and we want to show them access to health care that's really going to make a difference in their lives. Personally, 8 of my aunts and uncles served in the military. My father was in the Navy, and on discharge he was diagnosed with emphysema. Sadly, he died at age 72 without ever being referred to a pulmonary rehab program. I'm confident we could have extended his life for 10 years, and he would have had the opportunity to meet his own grandson if he had had such a program. So this mission is personal and professional to me, and I know that we can treat more veterans, we can spread the awareness, and save more lives.
Healing can happen, I believe, for every issue if we allow the right people to come into our lives. And La Mesa Rehab was part of that, those people that helped me get to this stage.
Our veterans deserve the very best care we have to offer, and it's clear that's what they're getting at La Mesa Rehab. When we come back, we'll meet some of San Diego County's most inspiring educators. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Locally 101. Cox has a long history of honoring teachers and supporting education. After all, its founder James M. Cox was a teacher. Let's take a look at the Cox Salute to Teachers Recognition Party, where 51 remarkable San Diego County District Teachers of the Year were celebrated.
I just really want to congratulate the 2024-25 Districts of the Year. Tonight is all about you, celebrating you and all of the great work that you do on behalf of your students every day.
There are more than 20,000 public school teachers in San Diego County, and we appreciate every one of them. You are some of the best in your profession and some of the best in the state. That's why you've been recognized as your district's Teachers of the Year, and you qualify as a nominee for San Diego County Teacher of the Year.
The work that goes into what you do each and every day to train our kids, teach our kids, mentor our kids, all those things that are critically important for society, and we really do appreciate that.
You are here tonight because you are shaping the future of our youth, empowering them to reach their full potential, and recognizing and fostering their genius so that they can become the change makers of tomorrow. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Oh my goodness, to be nominated by my colleagues and my peers and supported by them, it is such a huge accomplishment, and I am so grateful for that they are seeing the hard work and seeing the motivation happening at my school.
I am a teacher because throughout my education, since I was a little girl, I've always had positive role models, and I want to see my students and to see me as a role model for them, and just being an inspiration that they can have a better life in this country and that they can be the change.
I honestly like to see the light come on. I'm also a soccer coach, and when a student or player understands the concept, I like to call it the light coming on. It's amazing. It's a great feeling. It's just little small victories every day that I get to see and enjoy.
It's an incredible job. When you really boil it down to the nuts and bolts of it, is that we are creating future citizens in our communities and of the world.
I was just so grateful and honored that they saw something in me that maybe I didn't see in myself for the years I've been there, and I just feel incredibly grateful and blessed.
I feel very proud to represent my school and my fellow colleagues. That's the truth.
Teachers impact every child, and I love to see them get some well-deserved recognition. 5 of these exceptional nominees went on to be named San Diego County Teachers of the Year, and in the coming months, we'll get to know these inspiring teachers who will spend the coming year representing all San Diego County teachers as Teachers of the Year. On the other side of the break, we'll show you a company that's helping San Diego grow since 1952. Stay right there. Welcome back to Locally 101. If you're looking for gardening supplies or just some advice, you could go to the garden section of a big box store, or you could visit a local family-owned business where the friendly staff is excited to share their recommendations with you. I know which one I'm choosing. Grangetto's Farm and Garden Supply is there to serve all your growing needs. Take a look.
I'm Kevin, and I'm the owner of Grangetto's Farm and Garden Supply. We have 3 locations. We have Escondido, it's our flagship, then we have Encinitas, and we have Fallbrook. And you can find all of them on grangettos.com. They're open from 7 to 4, Monday through Friday, and 7 to 3 on Saturday, and we're closed on Sundays. We had the business since 1952, so I would come down and help my dad after school on the summers, and that's how I got started. We've been helping primarily commercial to professional farmers, but then back in '76, we decided to kind of open it up to the public so they could come in and buy products here, just like everybody else. From there, it blossomed to what we have today, which is probably over 10,000 different items, ranging from irrigation to power tools to seed to fertilizers. A lot of organic products have been popular now. So we have a full range of all those things. So everything it takes to grow a plant. People want to have their own gardens, and if you've ever had a fresh growing tomato versus what you might find in the store, there's nothing better. And so we just try to give people that opportunity. So we support a lot of the local nurseries in the area. What we do is we help them grow their plants even better.
I've been here 45 years. I've worked my way up from a store manager to my current position as a purchasing agent. It's a great place to work. It's not your everyday job. You're always doing something different.
They know the products, they know the people, they know the customers.
Helping people solve their problems with their garden, pest problems, rodent problems, nutritional problems with their plants and trees. And it's just gratifying that you can use that knowledge to share with others.
I've probably been coming here 15 years or more. So it's nice they offer you such good help and advice, and it makes gardening easier.
So when you come in here, you're going to be experiencing something you haven't experienced anywhere else. You can go into a box store sometimes and not find somebody to help service you. And here, it'll be the opposite. We'll be greeting you, we'll be enjoying the opportunity to get to know you. People will come in and say, you know, I wish I had learned about this before. So that kind of gives us the idea, let's get some people in here that really know what they're talking about and have them come in and do classes. We have a great partnership with the Master Gardeners now. They're the local community of gardeners. They come in on Saturdays and educate our staff and our customers as well.
Mulch is great for managing moisture.
I think when people get into the garden and they get into their landscape, it's a place for them to relax. We live in such a fast-paced world. And I think all the time people are coming back into that process. They want to just take a weekend and just relax and enjoy their backyard.
It's like this.
Growing the plants is a way of life for us, so that's why we can really help the farming community. But whether you have 100 trees or you have 3 trees in your backyard, you're going to get the same advice and the same quality service.
I think my yard is going to thank me when I stop by Grangetto's this weekend. Well, that's all the time we have for you today. Be sure to follow us to keep up with everything happening here at Locally 101. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see this and all of our shows. Thanks for watching. I'm Rena Wilson, and I'll see you next time here on Locally 101.